Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while since I've checked in with you guys, but I wanted to give you an update on my peptide journey. So, the last video I had mentioned that I was on Tesamorelin for 6 weeks. If you didn't see that video, go back and watch it and you'll sort of hear my update and my thoughts on it. But after 6 weeks, I decided, despite paying a lot of money, despite not seeing it through for the whole 16 weeks, I was getting off of it. And the main reason was because I was not experiencing any of the benefits from it. Rather, I was experiencing like immense inflammation and joint pain. So much so where like getting up in the morning and stepping foot out of bed was like uncomfortable because all of my joints were super stiff. I couldn't take my rings off. I just felt super puffy and inflamed. So I got off of that, and I would say within like the first week, I was feeling so much better, so much less achy. My rings were starting to come off again. I just felt a million times better getting off of it. But to get rid of like all of the fluid retention and really for all of the swelling and inflammation of my joints to go down, it probably took like a good 4 weeks. So it was not like a quick reversal, but I at least started to feel better right away. So I am glad to be off of that. I know a lot of the comments from my last video were that it works really well for some people, and I'm not taking anything away from Tesamorelin. And for those experiencing a lot of benefits from it, like, great, you do you. My best friend, coach, trainer, Anna, is on it as well. We were starting the journey at the same time, and she is experiencing some benefits in terms of like visceral belly fat loss. And also, she's not getting like the swelling and inflammation and joint pain that I got. So, everybody can react differently to it, but this was just my experience. So, off of that, never going to go back on that again. What I have started taking are NAD plus and L-carnitine. So I just wanted to sort of fill you guys in on my experience with those. Both have been very positive so far, so I'm pretty stoked about that. And I should say, like, in my journey to take peptides or explore them, I'm really looking for like, a few things. Like, I don't need a lot of weight loss help, but I would like something that is going to make my metabolism very healthy. After competing for 3.5 years pretty much straight, I would say that my metabolism is like some days is good and some days is not good. And I feel like it hasn't really reached its pinnacle of health or where it used to be prior to competing. So I want metabolic health. I want some energy. I have hypothyroidism, which I'm going to make another video about my hypothyroidism journey and that whole thing, because that is just like another roller coaster on its own. But with hypothyroidism, you get low energy. So I want a peptide or supplement I take to help with energy, help with like mental cognition, and better sleep would be great. So these are some of the things that I'm looking at when I'm looking at what peptide is going to work for me. And there are a million out there. I'm very hesitant to just take something or anything if I'm not going to really truly get benefits from. Like, I don't need something that's going to help me lose weight. I'm already relatively lean. I don't need something that's going to help me build muscle. That's not necessarily my goal anymore. And I already feel like I have enough muscle, or I can build it easily without a supplement. And so I'm really picking on what I choose. So NAD plus is something that I researched pretty extensively. It's actually not a peptide. It's like a coenzyme that exists naturally in our body, and it's responsible for metabolic health, DNA repair, longevity, signs of aging, and also like mental cognition health. And so all of that kind of attracts me to the NAD plus supplement. It naturally declines in the body as we age, and also as we engage in behavior such as like, excessive drinking or overconsumption of fats or a sedentary lifestyle, etc. So because it declines in the body and because it's responsible for so much of these different functions of our body, I wanted to give it a try to see if I could use it or think of it sort of like as a vitamin. So it does come in many forms. I think it comes in a pill form, different makeups of NAD plus. It may come in a powder, but a lot of those are not as bioavailable, meaning through digestion, they get broken up, and so your body's not able to absorb a lot of the NAD plus from it. So the most effective way that I found to get it is by a subcutaneous injection. And I'll post a video here. You can see like how it's injected in the stomach subcutaneously. It's about every other day I basically do it. So 3 or 4 days of the week. And it's a little interesting when you inject it. There's like this body flush, I guess is like the best way I can explain it, where I don't necessarily feel great for like maybe 30, 60 seconds after I take it. I'm okay like to move around and do stuff. I usually do it in the morning, like right before I eat breakfast. So it's just like this weird feeling. And originally they started me at 15 mLs, titrating to 50. And right now I'm at, I think, 30, just because I feel like doing it slowly makes that like rush feeling, that response, a little bit less. And I don't know what that feeling is. I've tried to like research it and I haven't found a really good explanation for it. But if you've heard of NAD plus, it's all over like TikTok, and Haley Bieber's and like some other people are like doing this via IV drip. And that's actually another method you could do it. There's a lot of like local health clinics that do a NAD plus drip, but it takes a very, very long time. You can get a lot more NAD plus that way, but it takes like hours because of this response that your body has to it. So I found that the easiest way is just to order it. I again get it from Transcend, and it's compounded. And I actually feel like this coming from a compound pharmacy is, I don't know, I feel better about it than just getting a supplement that's over the counter. Obviously, all of these like supplements that we take are not FDA approved. And so you just don't know like what kind of crap is in there. And I feel like getting an AD plus from a compounding pharmacy is going to be the most pure form, and then injecting it myself is just the way to absorb as much as I can of it. So I found that that works for me. The injection does not hurt. As you can see, I'm just like pinching a little bit of skin here, and I inject it at a 45-degree angle. Some days I like don't even really feel it, and I move around to different locations in my abdomen area in order, like, not to get any like scars or whatever. So that has been great for me to take what I've experienced from it, other than the benefits that are probably happening on a cellular level that I can't really like feel or notice. But what I do notice from it is my cognitive function is a lot stronger. And what I mean by that is not that I have like more energy or motivation, but when I get up and start work for the day, sitting at my desk on my computer, I just feel more mentally engaged in the work, if that makes sense. It's weird to explain, but I just feel like better about what I'm doing. So I feel like that's been great. I also feel like it's helped with my muscle recovery, and I don't know if it's helping with like anti-aging benefits, but I'm hoping, it will help with like just skin quality, hair quality, that kind of stuff. So the jury is still out. I've actually taken 2 months of it now, and I just ordered another couple months. So I'm going to continue taking it. I'm liking it. I do think with NAD plus, it's one of those supplements where the longer you take it, the more results that you will see as time goes on. It's not as expensive as other peptide therapies or supplements. I think it's about $250 a vial, like somewhere around that. And each one lasts for like a little over a month. Of course, I've been starting low and titrating up and taking it every other day. So I think you can take it up to 5 days, but I'm just good with every other day. So it's lasted me quite a bit. So for right now, I'm digging it. I'm going to continue taking it, and I will let you know of any other perceived benefits that I'm getting from that. The second one that I started taking is L-carnitine. And L-carnitine, like NAD plus or other supplements, is also found in a pill form or a powder form. And for the same reasons as the NAD plus, I actually like the injection format. I'm not like a fan of injecting myself, especially L-carnitine is a very big needle and has to go in the muscle, so it doesn't feel good. I'll show a video here of myself injecting that as well. But again, for the same reason that I feel like with these supplements that are over the counter, you don't really know what you're getting. But when it's compounded from a compounding pharmacy, I just feel like it's a lot safer to be ingesting, or in this case, injecting into my body. So I like L-carnitine, and I've actually felt quite a bit of benefits with that as well. And the point of L-carnitine is to help turn fatty acids into energy. So you're supposed to get more energy, you're supposed to feel better, have better recovery, better workouts, better, healthier metabolism, all of these things which I opt for. And although your body naturally makes L-carnitine, sometimes it can be deficient. And also, most people probably don't have to worry about whether or not they are deficient in L-carnitine because you can get it from foods, but it comes from like, I think, meat and dairy. And not eating meat or dairy, being a primarily vegetarian, only eating fish, I am somebody who may need to be a little bit more concerned about the level of L-carnitine I have in my body. So it doesn't hurt to supplement it per a lot of studies that are out there. So I feel like it's a good addition to my daily supplement routine. Well, again, it's every other day, just like the NAD. So I actually do one after another. And I just have felt great with that as well. I feel like it's giving me more energy, more recovery, like I said, and a healthier metabolism. It's weird to kind of note that, but I just feel like my metabolism is speeding up a little bit, maybe back to normal, or back to normal, whatever normal is. But I just feel like I am digesting food better and I am getting hungrier a little bit more frequently. So those are just indications to me that my metabolism was working well. So that has been great. I have not been taking it as long as NAD. I think I started maybe a month ago, every other day, and I'm going to continue taking that as well. I have a new order coming with my NAD Plus that should be here next week. So I'll probably resume that for like another couple months. That one is actually really inexpensive. I think it's like $30 or $40 for a vial. And the vial, you're actually taking a lot more. I'm actually taking 1 ml of that. And I think I misspoke on the NAD where I'm taking, I forget what the dosage is, but actually I'll put it here, what I'm taking. But it is a lot more volume. And because it's a little bit more painful, it's a bigger needle. And just the process of it, they say to spend 30 seconds at least injecting the L-carnitine. So I read online, like a lot of people experience a lot of pain with it. I don't really feel much pain with it, just the fact that it's a bigger needle and it takes longer to inject and you're in the muscle. Those are really the, I don't know, I guess negatives of it, but it's not that brutal to me at least. And I think that's it. So just wanted to update you guys on that. I am digging those two. Like I said, I am not a medical expert, so please, like, this is just my opinion, my thoughts, my own experiences on these peptides or supplements and how they're working for me. But that is it. I'm not planning on taking anything else. I certainly don't want another injection. I don't want any other supplements. I feel like sometimes we can just overdo it, just pump all this stuff in our bodies, and I don't know. You'll never know what's like wrong with you if you're not feeling well or whatever. So this is probably where I'm going to stop. I am getting such good results from these and I feel pretty happy with it. So that is it. But anyway, stay tuned for an update on my blood work and my hypothyroidism. I actually have an appointment with my doctor right now to meet her, and so I will talk to you later.